phone. Here's how the game works. We're going to give you 2 cards. Those are what we call your whole cards. And then we all check out a flop together. After that, you, my friend, have a decision to make. If you're looking at the flop and you like what you see, go ahead, swipe right, go all in. Alternatively, if you're looking at the flop and there's nothing there for you, sad news, but you know what? You can always swipe left and use a fold. Here in Cash Live, we give you 3 folds to use in the first 6 preliminary rounds. When those 6 rounds end, the players who've amassed the top 5 chip stacks, those players get to move on to what we call the final table. And it's there that we watch them battle it out for some big old cash prizes, as well as the title of Cash Live Champion. Get it? Got it? Great, because there's a Wednesday afternoon game of Cash Live starts right now. Okie dokie, let's play some pokey. Thanks for that. Players, welcome to today's game. I've got Johnny, Pascal, and Ross at my table. We've given you your whole cards. Let's check this thing out. Let's check out your first flop of the day. The flop is the 2 of hearts, the Jack of diamonds, and the 7 of hearts. All right, people, take another good look at your cards. Take a look at that flop because you have a decision to make. Swipe right if you want to go all in. Swipe left if you do want to use one of the 3 folds we gave you. As well, folks, it's a 6-round game. That means, you know what, you got a rebuy to use. If you're eliminated in rounds 1 through 3, a rebuy token will activate and you're automatically re-entered into the tournament, just with slightly less chips. Hey, the decisions are in. Let's check out a turn card. The turn card is, oh, the 8 of hearts. Great news. If you have hearts in your hand, let's go to the river. The river card is, oh, the 5 of hearts! Wow, all the love for round number 1. All it took was 1 heart to make a flush out there. But let's go over to the results page. Let's see how you did. The high hand for round number 1 went to Ambit with a 9 high straight flush. What a hand, what a hand. You can bit. All right, our chip leader is Hippie69 with 60,000 chips. We're moving on into round number 2. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 8 of diamonds, the King of spades, and the Jack of clubs. Players, I think you know what time it is. It is decision time. Swipe right and go all in. Swipe left to use a fold. At my round 2 feature table, sitting with me cozied up here, I got Jazzy47, I got Sandy3, and I've got Handyman 15. Let's see if you're handy with those cards. Hey, decisions are in. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 4 of diamonds. Okay, putting a flush draw on the board. If you have diamonds in your hand, let's go to the river. The river card is the Jack of spades. That does it for round number 2. Friends, let's go over to the results page. Let's see how y'all managed to do in round number 2. The high hand in round 2 went to Mike X So Small with a full house. Kings full of jacks. What a hand. Scorp and HD Bell had that one as well. Our chip leader is JR97 with 180,000 chips. 1,501 of you move on into round 3. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 9 of spades, the 2 of clubs, and the 8 of spades. Players, without further ado, it's decision time. Swipe right and go all in. Swipe left to fold. Now, players, if you do want to check out more of Danny's tweets or our tweets, make sure you're giving us a follow on social media. We do have Twitter at Cash Live Poker, and I promise we're not posting about pasta. Decisions are in. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 6 of spades. Oh my gosh, maybe someone out there made a straight flush. Let's go to the river. The river card is the 8 of clubs. The board pairs on the river. But hey, how'd you do? Let's go find out in the results page for round number 3. The high hand went to Anteater in all caps with 10 high straight flush. There it is. Cheek buster. Oh, gross. Also got that one. Our chip leader is JR97 with 270,000 chips. 1,193 of you move on into round 4. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 4 of diamonds, the Jack of hearts, and the 9 of clubs. Players, make your decisions. Swipe right and go all in. Swipe left to fold. Maybe cheek buster refers to your smile, you know, because it busts your cheeks. I'm going to stop saying cheek buster. Hey, decisions are in. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 3 of diamonds. Okay, new low card. Maybe you managed to make a pair. Let's go to the river. The river card is the King of clubs, and that does it for round number 4, which means rebuys are no more. We can go straight on over to the results page. The high hand for round number 4 went to Teppy Too Cold. Haven't seen you in too long. With a king high straight. 7 deuce. Hey, the worst hand in poker, but it's a good username. And Sweet Rice also got that. Our chip leader is Tice808 with 293,000 chips. Wow, 1,047 of you carry on into round number 5. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 4 of clubs, the 3 of spades, and the 7 of diamonds. My friends, I think you know what time it is. Make your decisions. And at my round 5 feature table sitting with me here, I got Aries and Y. I see good cards in your horoscope. I got Ram, I've got 8th, Rai 663, and Poker 360 players. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Hey, decisions are in. Let's check out that turn card. The turn card is the 3 of diamonds. Okay, the board pairs, and maybe you just picked up a flush draw. Let's go to the river. The river card is the Jack of Hearts, and that does it for round number 5. Are you still alive in round number 5? Let's go to the results page. The high hand went to Dr. Cox. Wow, it's my uncle's name. With 4 of a kind threes. Hey, the only one who got that hand. Our chip leader is Dingo Dog with 570,000 chips. 635 of you move on into round number 6. Players, congrats to those of you who managed to make it all the way through the preliminaries. That is not easy. So big congrats to those of you who are still playing. But do keep in mind, like I said before, only 5 of you can sit at the final table. So you want to be above our final table cut line, which at the moment is sitting at 389,000 chips. With that in mind, folks, let's check out your last preliminary flop. The flop is the Ace of Diamonds, the 7 of Clubs, and the Jack of Hearts. All right, friends, make your decision. Swipe right and go all in. Swipe left to use a fold. If you got any folds left, if you've been going left swipe heavy, you might be out of it. At my feature table for round 6, I got Dry Helpo, Shado, Alistair, Maverick, and Queen Jasic. Hey, hope to see you guys at my final table here today. My fingers are crossed for you. Decisions are in. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 8 of Clubs. All right, the Jack, or the 9-10 gives you a straight. There it is. Let's go to the river. The river card is the Ace of Hearts. The board pairs on the river. Wow, giving Will East a full house. But you know what? That will do it for your preliminary rounds, which means we got to give some love to our min cashers. Yes, these are your top 300 players coming out of round number 6. And guess what? They're going home with 25 cents each. Give them a hand. We've got Mandarini, Will East, oh, not quite making it to the final table, Zim Peas, Peach 971, Sparky, D-Liv, amongst others as well. You know what? We'll do it this time. We will fire up the jets for our Bubble Persian Shady Aces. Oh, just 20,000 chips outside of that cut line. Tough break, my friend. But do you see those 5 names in front of you? Those are your Wednesday afternoon winners of today's game. Those, my friends, are your final tablists. But before we get to watch the final table and see who will be the biggest winner of all, it is time for us to fire up the final table. Woohoo! Welcome, welcome, welcome to the final table, everybody. Joining me here today, it is my pleasure to introduce you to I Love Batman. Batman. I've got Crafty, Dingo Dog, TK Poker 97, and Graceless One. Hey, you gotta have some grace. At least with your fingers, you managed to make it to the final table. Welcome, everybody. I won't waste your time. Let's dive into your first final table flop. The flop is the 9 of Diamonds, the 10 of Hearts, and the 8 of Clubs. Players, just as before, you know how to play the game, but remember the final table, you just get 1 fold to use, and it is decision time, just as before. Swipe right if you do want to go all in. Swipe left if you want to use your 1 and only fold in round number 1. Bearing in mind, there are no rebuys at the final table. Yes, once you are eliminated, you are out of the tournament, but you made it to the final table, so we're going to reward you with a little cash either way. Hey, we got a 4-way all in. Y'all came to play. Let's see what we got. I Love Batman, your current ship leader in the top spot, has the 7 5. All right, looking for a 6. Oh, no, you're open-ended. You can just 6 or a jack to make a straight. Crafty, though, has one of your overs here. Or you outs? There you go. One of your outs. They've got the jack 10. All right, that's giving them a pair of 10s. And wow, they are also open-ended. So a queen or a 7 will give them a straight. TK Poker has the king 8. All right, feeling great with a pair of 8s. That's bottom pair for you. Not quite as high as Crafty's. And then Graceless one. Ooh, with the ace 10. All right, that gives you top pair and top kicker, which is enough to put you in the lead right now. Let's go to the turn card, see if it changes things up a bit. The turn card is, ooh, the ace of hearts. All right, the only thing it does is puts the nail in the coffin for Graceless one. Now has made 2 pair aces over 10s. All right, what can happen here? I love Batman. You are still hoping to hit your straight, as is Crafty. TK Poker, it's going to come down to an 8 for trips for you. That's the only thing you can hit. Otherwise, Graceless one could be taking this hand. Let's go to the river card. The river card is the 3 of diamonds. That does it. Graceless one, you are taking this hand with 2 pair aces over 10s. And TK Poker, oh, we're going to have to say goodbye to you this round. Crafty had that pair of 10s, so you're limited on the side pot, but going home with $5, so congrats to you. And guess what? We're moving on into final table hand 2. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 4 of diamonds, the 2 of diamonds, and the 8 of spades. Players, you know what time it is, right? It is decision time. And you know what? 3 of you have a fold left to use. The only one who is out of folds is Dingo Dog. So my dog, you are unfortunately leaving up to the poker gods. You don't got no decisions to make for the rest of the game. Oh, well, hey, the other players all decided to fold. So Dingo Dog, you're going all in, kept you safe anyway. We can roll it out. The turn card would have been the 7 of diamonds, the river, the jack of diamonds. Dingo Dog, you would have had a pair of 8s, which, you know what? Maybe that would have been enough to let you hang on in the tournament, but it doesn't matter. We'll never know, because when everyone goes all in, no one gets our folds. No one gets eliminated. We're moving on into final table hand number 3. Still 4-handed. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 8 of diamonds, the 3 of spades, and the 10 of hearts. Players, no decisions are left. We can just go ahead and flip over your cards and see what you bring into final table hand number 3. All right, a Graceless one, our new chip leader with over 2 million chips, now has the ace 9. Dingo Dog on the king 9, all right, being dominated by Graceless one. Crafty has the king 8. All right, a pair of 8s gives you mid pair. And I Love Batman has the ace 9. Hey, matching with Graceless one. So cute. Did y'all plan that? Right now, Crafty's in the lead with that pair of 8s, but there are overcards out there. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 2 of spades. No, that does not help out anyone. Crafty is still in the lead with that pair of 8s. Right now, I Love Batman and Graceless one are just hoping an ace or a 9 come down to make a higher pair. Otherwise, Crafty could be taking it. Let's go to the river card. The river card is, oh, the 8 of hearts. Gosh, as if pair wasn't enough, you had to make it trips. Good for you, Crafty. But that does mean we're saying goodbye to I Love Batman and Dingo Dog on the side pot. Hey, players, you're going home with $10 and $15 respectively. So congrats to you both. And we're now heads up moving on into final table hand number 4. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the ace of hearts, the 2 of hearts, and the 7 of clubs. Players, flip them and grip them. I want to see what y'all are bringing to final table hand number 4, and I hope you do too. All right, we've got Graceless one still with over 2 million chips with the queen 4. Okay, Crafty, what are you sitting on? The 3-2. Okay, a pair of 2s. It gives you bottom pair. Right now, Graceless one, could you eliminate you with a higher pair? So let's go to the turn card. The turn card is, ooh, the ace of diamonds. All right, the board has paired, meaning now if a 7 comes down, Graceless one could also take this hand. So Graceless one, I suppose if on this river we hit a queen, a 7, or a 4, this game could be over. Let's go to the river card. The river card is, oh, the 3 of hearts. No, that'll do it. Crafty manages to hang on within the end. 2 pair aces over 3s. And you know what? That means no one gets eliminated yet again. We are still moving on. Heads up into final table hand number 5. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 10 of spades, the 2 of diamonds, and the 9 of hearts. Players, I cannot wait to see what you have in your hands. Flip them over. I want to know what's hip-hop happening in round number 5. All right, we've got Graceless one with the king jack. Ooh, got shot straight for you. You are hoping a queen comes down to make that straight. Crafty has the ace 7. All right, right now ace high is enough to give you the lead, but you are dodging Graceless making a pair or making their straight. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 9 of spades. Okay, no, that is not one of the cards Graceless one needs to end this tournament. Currently, they need a king, a jack, or a queen to make that straight or make a pair. If one of those cards comes down, yet again, this game could be over. Otherwise, Crafty might be doubling up here. Let's go to the river. The river card is the ace of hearts. Wow, Crafty, you are really big on the making sure we know you won. Yeah, you got a pair of aces on the river to go with the 9s on the board, and that means you are taking this hand. And guess what? That means we're still moving on into hand number 6. Heads up. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 6 of clubs, the 2 of diamonds, and the 9 of hearts. I think you guys know the drill by now. Yeah, flip them over. Let's see what you're going to bring into final table hand number 6. We've got Graceless one. Ooh, they've lost that 2 million, now 1.99 thousand with the ace jack. Crafty has the king 6. Okay, a pair of 6s. Right now, that's the only action on this board. You've got mid pair, but Graceless one has the ace and the jack, so you are dodging those 2 cards. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 10 of hearts. Okay, Crafty, it's looking good for you. Graceless one, however, like I said, could end this thing with an ace or a jack. So Crafty, let's go to the river, see if you can fade it. The river card is the 5 of diamonds. Oh my gosh, Crafty ends up hanging on and is doubling up yet again. Oh my goodness gracious, was it enough to Crafty? Yes, you are the new chip leader. Hey, if you know my games, you know I love a good comeback story. But Graceless one, now you are the underdog, so fingers crossed for you. We're moving on into final table hand 7, still heads up. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 7 of spades, the 7 of diamonds, and the 5 of hearts. I hope you guys are excited to see this one as I am. Flip over some cards. Let's see if Crafty can hang on to that lead. All right, we've got Crafty in the top spot with the king jack suited. Okay, Graceless one. Ay, caramba, that jack 9. Okay, Graceless one, you are currently being dominated, which is not the spot you want to be in, especially just after your fall from grace, if you will. All right, right now Crafty's in the lead with the king high, and the jack kicker is playing. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is oh, the 8 of clubs. Okay, this isn't actually terrible news for Graceless one. You didn't make a pair, but you did pick up a straight draw. So you were hoping a 6, a 9, or now a 10 comes out. So you need to hit that 9 to make a pair. You can't hit a jack as a little Crafty, the higher kicker, or you need to make that straight. Otherwise, this game is over for you. Let's go to the river card. The river card is the ace of clubs. That does it, Crafty. You are tonight's Cash Live champion. Holy macaroni, what a comeback indeed. Crafty, wow, I cannot believe that. You killed that game and you're going home with $30 in your pocket. Graceless one, oh, I know, brutal. But hey, you know what? You're going home with $20 in your pocket. So how brutal can it really be? Congrats to you, friends. Guys, shout out to all my final tables, min cashers, and everyone for sticking around and watching today's game. Like I said, we've got Twitter, and I promise it ain't about gnocchi. So give us a follow at Cash Live Poker. Yeah, we got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And you know what? If you do want gnocchi content, Danny's Twitter is always available. Yeah, and you can catch him later on. Anyway, folks, it's been an absolute pleasure. Until tomorrow, I am your host, Natalie Reina, signing off, wishing you a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. Ciao for now, my friends.